Content, there's my man right there. We're gonna get to him. There's a nice preview of what's to come for a decompression session. I appreciate you hanging out. In other news, it has been a rapid movement of what is happening here. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm actually going in my own ear here. So that's fantastic. Let me just try to mute that there. There we go. Wow. Okay. Hi, technical difficulties right out of the gates, but appreciate you you being here. Holy mackerel. Woo. Yes, we are changing everything up. Everything is being changed up. It's going to be a lot of fun. In other news is going to be a cool show, and we're just kind of evolving to that as we speak. Is there's just so much going on with the election. I mean, we're just going to have to talk a little bit about the election, but the stuff that you're not going to see in the mainstream media, things you're not going to hear, just all the pundits and MSNBCs and CNNs and stuff talk about. And it is and Rhonda says she's got a short topic as well. Is it about? Nope, I can't even say that. I'm going to get shut down. Anyway, we got a new logo. Queen Bee has been absolutely dominating on this logo ideas. We've been kind of banding back and forth, and it's been pretty cool. So I'm going to show you that in just moments. But Rhonda, if you want to kick it off, go ahead. I was going to start with the Spice Shop from Hell with Kamala Harris, but yeah, you got it, man. Topic. It's a topic. What do you got? What do you got? I want to hear Scrabble pieces. All right, yeah, we're the Scrabble pieces aren't going to be the logo. The Scrabble pieces are just a cool little banner to have on the social media sites. I just thought it was really cool. What up, Grizz? So Rhonda, whenever you want to fire that off, just let me know and we'll get it. Let's start with it was the Spice Shop from Hell. Kamala Harris in Philadelphia getting locked into I don't know how it's going to. They actually have Trump impersonators going in there. She is so wildly unqualified to debate Donald Trump. It's going to be magical. It's going to be something to watch. I do not watch this. This is going to be destination television. I am all about it. I am so excited about this because there is no way she will be exposed in every single way at this. So during her debate prep, she was brought to a complete setup as if this were a NBC sitcom. She got to get out a little bit and mix amongst the people and get to a spice shop. This spice shop is the biggest front ever. Check this out. Just check this out. This is great. Woo! Oh, thank you. Hi. I was told to stand right here. Hi. And then there's a lady crying. Oh. Quite literally the least popular vice president in history. In modern history, the least popular vice president. 3 weeks later, she is there are women bawling when she walks in the door. I can't even. We're going to be fine. We are all in this together. We are. And then it's given the Disney show. We're all in this together. No. Oh, get it together, woman. You know what I'm thinking of when I'm watching this? I'm thinking of that scene from Airplane where the woman just breaks into hysterics and they all start taking turns and they get in line. Just shaking her. And the guy's got a pipe. It's exactly what I think of. Like, woman, get it together and stop crying and sobbing. Here's the story about this spice shop. This was all a setup. She didn't just walk into a spice shop. And I understand that, by the way. I'm not thinking that could possibly happen because I understand how the Secret Service works. Well, at least the Secret Service for Biden Harris. The Secret Service has to go and they have to sweep the area, interview the people, make sure that there's nobody nefarious. And I understand that. But don't act like it's not. That's the problem. Don't act like it's not. Because if you act like it's not, it turns out like this, and it's all a front. This spice shop is they have a Republicans are racist day. They have a portion of their website, which is the problem with Republicans. The owner bought $700,000 in social media ads to impeach Donald Trump. But Russia bought 50,000 in Facebook ads, and they called it election interference. Mm-hmm. Happy, happy. Oh, I can sing that too. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I can sing happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. Let's get back to it here. Let's get back to this nonsense here. Oh, shoot. No, there we go. Let's get back. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Enough. Yeah. You maxed out. Oh my goodness sakes. Literally, again, the least popular vice president in history, and now a deity, a goddess. People are losing their senses in front of her. I used to make collard greens in the bathtub. So what she's saying right there. That's all she knows how to say. Oh, let's take a selfie.
Someone take it. I did not get it.
But anyway, it goes on and on. And her favorite part of debate prep, she claims, is getting to go to the spice shop. That's probably the only place in a week and a half she's been preparing for this. Those are the only people that were nice to her. Because you know her team is going, you can't get this. He's going to say this. And now the debate, there's all these shenanigans on, hey, what do we, we're not going to mute mics. She wanted to be able to talk over Donald Trump. She wanted to be able to interrupt him. Basically, she wanted mics on to say you're lying and get zinger moments. When it was announced that there would be no mics on when it's not your turn to speak, her entire team had to switch strategy, because that was going to be her strategy. Her strategy was going to be, I'm going to talk over him, and I'm going to say he's lying. I'm going to fact check him. Independent fact checkers. Give me some noise. It's going to be fun. There was a lot of good football games this weekend, and there was I got this little thing going on too, by the way. I'm DraftKings. I'm not sponsored by DraftKings, anything, but I was. Rob and I are sponsored by DraftKings for a hot minute, and they took good care of us. And so I was like, you know what? I have $100 in my DraftKings account, $100. I'm going to make an experiment through the entire. And I'm not a gambler. Remember, my dad wrecked us gambling for the ponies. I decided this would be a fun experiment to do, and it's just something that kind of livens up the games a little bit. So I took $5 and I put them on each of the games. $5 each of the games. Brendan, don't goad me. $5 on each of the games, in only using what DraftKings claims as the favorite. And I'm up $20. Not bad. Yeah, week one. Yeah, so I mean, it was some fun. If it was a couple $100 in the end, maybe I throw us. Maybe we just have a little. It's like the swear jar, the Bud Light swear jar, right? Yeah, ASU is 2-0. Yeah, congratulations. It's college football, dude. They could probably have a awesome winning record and not even get invited to a bowl. It's I go ASU. I'm a fan of locals, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yes. So yes, Lynn, that too. Let's get to you, Rhonda. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna have to put on the spectacles here, and I won't throw you on blast till I know what you're proposing as something for us to talk about. All right, and get all the ads. Notice that Harris and Gallego say two things that are the same. Okay, so she said she watches baseball often, like I do. Golf as well, I will watch. Harris and Gallego say two things. First, raised by an immigrant mother, worked in fast food service. Talking points, yes. And let's see. So I've noticed when I consider talking points from Harris and Gallego, raised by an immigrant mother, worked in fast food, other types of work. It has been confirmed that Kamala Harris did not work in fast food. She did not work at McDonald's, but okay, whatever. Raised by immigrant parents, yes. Check on that one. There, it's the same company. Like the DNC understands. Keep Gallego quiet and run these ads. Keep Kamala quiet unless we have put her in a spice shop where old ladies can I can't believe I'm in your presence, can do that crap, and then do that and then run these ads. It's the same thing. It's actually less than they did with Joe. Because Joe Biden, by the way, this debate is the best thing to happen to Kamala Harris, because she can use the excuse, I'm not going to be in public because I'm doing debate prep. Which, by the way, to be the leader of the free world, damn it, you should be able to debate today. especially on your record, your policies, and everything, what you've done and what you're doing moving forward. You should be able to debate this second. There should be no week and a half of debate. It shows that you are not qualified to be the commander-in-chief of the United States of America. Donald Trump's still campaigning, but he's got Tulsi Gabbard on his plane, acting like, well, not acting like, but just saying, here's how you take down Kamala. And he's going to, I hope. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, are we getting into college football, guys? Okay, we're gonna get into college football, but not today. But I have something for you that I'd love to have your feedback on. In other news is the new title of the show, and we have been working on a logo that's a little bromancy, a little go showy. We want to keep the theme of this brand the way it is, the theme of the brand. So without further ado, here it is. So I need feedback, so y'all pay attention. I need some feedback. Jump in the comments here. Ion in other news, and we kept it simple, kept it the same color scheme as we had, and Grizz, don't worry about the damn Huskies. It's fine. It's just a college. I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, so here's what we're looking at. This is a solid draft, but there might be some tweaks involved. So let us know what you think. Yeah, okay. Rhonda likes that, right? Yeah, kind of cool like that. Mm-hmm. I'll get to that in a second, Greg. Just say we're doing it. You're part of the show too, so you do the huddle up if you like the logo or not. Mm-hmm. Solid look. Thanks, Brennan. Appreciate it. Yeah, the mic for that's exactly the mic for the she's super talented like this. We're actually finding out that Queen Bee has a damn talent for logo design, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, all right, everybody. Okay. All right, if you think of any tweaks, throw it out there, and I will get back to one of the thoughts I had on college football is you guys are ASU, Grizz, and Huskies and all this. It always baffled me that, like, I'm spending a lot of money sending intern Beans to NAU. And so I sit, I send all this money up to NAU, and then she becomes like some NAU sports fan for life, where she has to donate and boosters and this and that. I'm like, do you know how much money I paid going there? You know how much money I paid going through college? I mean, I don't owe them any kind of loyalty. I'm not like, yeah, Long Beach State, woo, go Dirtbags. That's the baseball team. It's the Dirtbags, Long Beach State. But yeah, so it's in Wildcats, even that same with like, yeah, U of A. The worst is when I was born and raised in Southern California. USC fans, the vast majority of USC fans don't even know where the campus is. It's in a crap part of town, by the way. It's just garbage. But anyway, they didn't even go to USC. They're just USC like loyalists. I had this. Two things about USC. I think you all come with me because no one likes USC. Especially in the 12 pack, or formerly the 12 pack. Yes, I call it the 12 pack. I went to USC because intern Sarah was considering going to USC, and it was just on a California tour. There was a bunch of schools that had tours, so I went on the tour. And the University of Spoiled Children, exactly, Chris, or Strong Contacts, University of Strong Contacts. So USC. They take us to the Hall of Heismans, right? All of the USC Heisman winners. I swear to you, I walked straight up. I embarrassed intern Sarah so bad. I walk up to OJ and I put my hand on they have a bust. They have a bust of each of these bronze busts. I put my hand on OJ's head, and I just look at the person running the tour. And I said, really? And Orenthal James Simpson was not convicted of murder and this and that. And I'm like, but you took Reggie Bush out of here. And what did Reggie do? Right? What was some domestic thing he had going on? You took Reggie out. Yeah, his Heisman stripped. Oh, USC. Mm-hmm. I can't. I just can't with USC. I just really can't. But it is in a really, really terrible part of town. Terrible part of town. I was in a golf tournament with my old co-host, Michael P. Weinstein. And we're teeing off, and we're paired up with these other two guys. One guy was just toes to the nose USC. Everything was USC'd out on this guy. His bag, leather, USC. His head covers, USC. Everything, golf balls, USC. Tees, USC. Everything was USC. What up, Fred? And I said, hey, dude, and because I was in that mood, I was just whatever. I said, you guys still claiming OJ over there at USC? I'm not kidding. The guy stops and looks at me. Hey, he looks me right in the eye, and he goes, I'm not going to say it in the accent he had because it's probably going to get me in trouble. So I'll just say it like me. He looked me in the eye and said, I'm O.J. Simpson's asset protection attorney. My job is making sure the Goldmans and Browns get nothing. That shut the entire conversation down. We were done. We're okay. You can literally look yourself up. You are that big of a piece of scum that okay, fantastic, wonderful, good for you, dude. Glad I get to have the next 4 hours of my life with you, and to never speak with you again. Don't get me started on Pete Carroll. Dude, that guy's like 300 years old too. Oh man, I forget the coach they had that he came off the plane from a loss, and the entire board of whatever was there from USC, and on the tarmac, bottom of the stairs, you're fired. Oh, what was his name? You guys will help me out. I know you guys will come along with that. All right, the Huskies, University Sports Zone. All right, let's make sure I got you guys on here. Yeah, but I'm glad you guys like the logo. I think it's fun, and I think it's just something that I think we're gonna go. We might play with the colors a little bit. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's basically the theme in which we were going with this. Yeah, how do you? I mean, seriously, Ron, this is a great question. How do you sleep at night knowing that OJ did what he did, and your job is to make sure that the people, the families of the people he killed, get nada from you? I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah. Do we? Yeah, not anymore. All right, POJ. The dumpster fire of the Pac-12. I just don't understand. I just don't understand college football, guys. I just have the BCS, or if they even have a BCS anymore. I forget what it's called now. But I just don't understand it. I never have understood it at all. Let's get back to Greg's question about my gut feeling on the debate. I think that is this what's can Trump behave? Yes, as a matter of fact, I think he can. He's going to have he's like me. And one of the reasons why I dig him is that he's like me. When I'm listening to something, I make faces. He makes faces. He does. He makes faces, and that's just Trump being Trump. He will make faces. He'll have his mic muted. He behaved himself with Biden there. And if he does the same thing he does with Biden, it's going to be magical, because he let Biden fall all over himself, and then he responded to him falling all over himself. Charlemagne, I think it was it Charlemagne the God? It might have been Charlemagne the God, syndicated radio shows, Breakfast Club. He said the thing you've got to worry about Trump is Trump's funny. Trump's an entertainer. He's a comedian. He's going to have lines that everyone talks about the next day, and Kamala Harris is just going to be forgotten in it all. So I think Trump can behave. Kamala's not going to get through this unscathed. She will not. The last debate she was in, I think she had 8 people on the stage with her. So she was protected by all of them doing this, and then Tulsi just pop a couple times. And then she called Biden a racist. There's no way she's getting through it. She can't do mano a mano. It just will not, cannot. There's no way. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. I think it's going to be all Trump all day, and I think that is going to be something that we're just gonna celebrate the next time we're together after that. Yeah, Carol and oh gosh, you guys are still talking about. Are you guys really still talking about college football? Okay, all right, I appreciate it. I appreciate talking about college football, but yes, okay, there you go. The current comment, there we go. But the debate is going to be must-see TV, and Kamala's not going to get through. What accent is she going to use exactly? Y'all better thank a union member, please. Oh my God, it was terrible. Hey, congratulations to Tim Burton. Tim Burton getting his star on the Walk of Fame. A absolute rightful honor for him, because I think Tim Burton is one of that damn genius. And if y'all want to go toe-to-toe with me on that, that's fine. Him, Danny Elfman, bring it. I'll win. Because just Matt, I saw Frankenweenie, for the love of God. Frankenweenie was he went to the Disney School of the Arts, the Walt Disney Art School in California, and that was his final project. He made basically a movie about a kid who just tries to revive his pit bull. when he gets him. Yeah. So, but have congratulations, and I'm sure he's excited about it because that's not Tim Burton's. That's just the drug addicts that live now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, yeah, congratulations, Tim Burton, on your. It's right around the corner, leading up to it, and we can go back to the actual Walk of Fame. So you can imagine, you're like, wow, we're in a lifetime of work. We're in a lifetime of work, and then this is what the Hollywood Walk of Fame has become. Ron said, "Do you know they have to buy their stars on the Hollywood?" I would not. Why would we even doubt that that's the truth? You know, I would say that. Okay, yeah, I know. I do. I expect nothing more from California government at all. All right, Gregory. What do we got here, bud? Said Kamala gets stumped because she's not very smart. That is true, and her policies are garbage. She can't pivot. She just cackles. The cackling, I think, is what they're having the hardest time with in debate prep, because she tries. Her cackle is to connect when she can't. I actually think that goes beyond her cackle. Goes beyond her just not understanding the topic. I heard her. And I wish I had it for you, but somebody did it along with David Attenborough's narration over it, like she was some cackleotomist or something like that. It's so funny. But her explaining collective bargaining to heads of unions was probably the most cringy thing I've seen her do. And then they have, the little, tampon Timmy back there going, just clapping everything. She's just saying nothing. It's about equity. Collective bargaining is about fairness. Huh. And could you imagine if you're a union boss going, this woman A is trying to explain collective bargaining to me, and then B, she's messing it up. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It's like when she plugged the electric car in and she's holding it like a gas pump. It's fantastic. Yeah. But and Gregory, I think that she is smart. I think she's an intelligent woman. I do think she is. She's not educated in policy and politics. She probably knows the law pretty well. I'm sure she's really good at locking people up. She's really good at just drilling people in those Senate hearings. But I think that when she's on the fly, she has no connection to anyone. She's a stark raving narcissist, and she just wants her time. And as evidenced by her staff in exit interviews. Remember, she had 90% turnover in her staff as vice president. The exit interviews, I think, were, what did it say, soul crushing comments that she would make. She's just snarky and you're less than me. And one of the biggest that stood out to me was Kamala Harris does not want to do the work for the job. She doesn't want to put in the time. It's true. She's like, where is my moniker in the history books as the first female president? That's all she wants. Where's my Air Force One? Where's my golden package that my feet will never touch the ground? Where's my Obama package? That's it. Yes. Ron, that's a lengthy one. Like all single mothers are scared the crap out of their kids missing school and locked up. Yeah, she loves the little people. She did. That's right. So she said truancy is a problem in California. Her big idea was to lock up the parents. Which, if you missed Friday's show, I advise you check it out. We had a really grown-up conversation. We had a solid grown-up conversation about parents' responsibility in safe storage laws and in shootings and mass shootings. And she has no. What do you mean, Rhonda? She's Mamala. Well, yeah. Do you see her stepkid? I got a lot of, I got a lot of things to equate the look that she has to. I just don't. No. Yeah. Yeah. So she does. She hates her own people. She absolutely hates her own people. She does. All right. This is a huge crisis. And I at first I thought it was just stupidity At first, I thought it was a little stupidity mixed with ideology. I mean, right when they said Alejandro Mayorkas was going to be the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, I thought now there's something nefarious going on here. And now that I see what's happening with these migrants, and of course, Kamala Harris said the migrants are the least likely to commit crimes. What I'm seeing, what's going on, I'm realizing that there's a solid plan here. There is a solid plan. And if it is the case that these migrants truly are registered to vote, that by the hundreds of thousands, could be tens of thousands, don't care. If it's by any of the thousands are registered to vote and Kamala wins, y'all, we got we'll have a lot of bigger problems on our hand than Kamala being president, because we the people are not going to stand for that. So it's going to be interesting to see. But more importantly, check this out. This is what's happening in Springfield, Ohio is absolutely insane. Look at this guy. This guy is speaking it. Listen.
Kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street.
Yep.
And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for like going left to center in like a couple miles.
Okay, he goes on and on. But okay, real now, same. Let's go. Let's keep it the same spot here. Here we go.
Thank you. I live at 426 Northwestern Avenue. Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe.
I think she just docked Skinner. Did she not just dock Skinner? Did she just say, I live at this address, she's my neighbor? Oh, that's bad news.
In my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just say not Trump voter. Let's go ahead and say, just right out of central casting, this Kamala voter. This is the middle-aged liberal white woman that is doing everything in her, and God love her, God bless her for doing it. She's trying to do everything she can, but she's just had enough.
Best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property.
Yeah.
But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard.
Like you do.
And I can't.
But they're seeking asylum, though.
Look at me. I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly. And last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move.
Let's go.
He said, we can't do this anymore.
Can't? No way in hell.
It's killing both of us mentally. Yeah. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status, and you're protecting them, and I understand that.
See, she's trying her best. She is trying her best. She is a standard, right out of central casting, middle-aged, white liberal who I understand. You're doing your best to protect them. No, they're criminals. They're violent gang members, and they are idiots. And guess what? They were flown in by the people you voted for, young lady. And now I get it. No, you don't. You run. You are literally packing up and running now instead of, oh, they need help. Okay, then you help them. Invite them in your house then.
Our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me?
Amen, sister.
I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
There you go. Nope. Next up. Yeah, next up is this jabroni. Listen to this. And this isn't in Springfield, but this is kind of speaks to the greater point here. And by the way, that guy was not wrong in what he said. The migrants are quite literally stealing pets, especially Haitians. They love them some kitty cat. And I know this because I had a friend in the Peace Corps there. They ate cat. Cats just got food. Yeah. Ducks, geese, everything they find in the park, that's just food to them. On top of that, getting SNAP, thousands of dollars in SNAP food stamps, and get on top of that, cash assistance from most of the states and the feds. Cash. Making more than we do. If you put it all in together with Medicare and all the stuff that they get in their health care and all that, yeah, oh hell yeah. Look at this guy. Does he think there's an insight? Do you think you should go to your town hall and say, what are we doing? What's going on here, guys? What's happening? What's happening to this guy?
Do we know where the individuals we're discussing are coming from? Where their point of origin is? Because you're treating them like lawful U.S. citizens, which
True.
they are not.
They're not.
Okay, so I'm going to cut it off because
Okay. Mayor's going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off right there. He's like, look, I just want to know who they are. You're treating them like lawful citizens. They're not. Why? I don't even know. We don't even know where they're from. That's a legitimate question. I remember when Rob and I were down on the border, a guy came through with a 13 tattooed to his neck. I'm like, we're just going to let that guy in. He's just coming in. He just went right up to processing. Yeah.
we've had 3 people to come up. I'm going to cut it off because we have no reason to launch an investigation or to treat people differently because of how they look. There's no.
Oh, put it back in the deck, sister. That race card that's not what the guy was saying because of how they look. No, it's because of how they act. I don't give a rat's how they look. Look at how they're acting.
No reason for
Who
it.
said that?
Well, that's just what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That. Tiffany just said that.
Okay,
so
I didn't say that.
But I said it. But there's no reason for us to discuss this any further.
These individuals came from Haiti.
Are valid concerns that we need to
How
get
are valid concerns, Laura? People come here all the time. We
These
visit
people came here
Birmingham.
from
We
Haiti.
visit other.
Haiti is a failed state.
We
Their
visit
president was
everywhere.
assassinated in 2021. There
We're
is
done.
no way the State Department can vet these
We're
individuals.
done, and I'm
You
gonna
should not
access
cut him
this.
off. Please let him talk.
You had
shut
said
up
I
and
was
let
very
people
specific.
talk.
Oh!
Okay, I'm gonna ask all of you to leave because this meeting is over. If having no other further business, I need a motion to adjourn. All right, second?
Second.
All in
Good to
favor?
know.
They're sitting up there lying.
Good to know.
All of them. I don't care if someone was trying to stick up for this dude. All of them. I motion, I second, all in favor, I bounced. That is in violation of the United States Constitution, and no, it's not the First Amendment. We have a constitutionally guaranteed right to petition our government. Shut him down because you don't agree with him. Holy, Matt, call him racist. Oh, just because of the way they look. Yeah, so Truman says that NYC handing out $4,000 to migrants to help get them out of the shelter and into housing. Oh, yeah. Oh, and they've already thrown them housing, too. Shelter. Should see the damn hotels that they are for shelter. Let me tell you that. Not out of the shelter, out of the shelter they've been handed. Oh, man, it's absolutely crazy. The city council, it's wild. Yeah. Took the ball and went home and said, "See you guys, I'm going home." Yeah, done. That's it. This is very, 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 very real. And if we do another 4 years of this, y'all, I'm not getting my head around intelligent people that have Trump derangement syndrome so bad that they think we can do another 3 years of this, in buying into the ads that they're seeing on MLB saying, oh, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to lower prices. I'm going to take care of the migrant problem. Huh? Not with the same band of slappies you have now. Again, Dennis Miller said the best line ever. He said, W is not the smartest guy in front of a microphone. He's just not. He just can't handle it. He's not a guy in front of the camera. He's a smart dude. But he surrounded himself as president with greatness like a hole surrounds itself with a donut. This woman does not understand great. Can't. Oh, never mind. Okay. You get it. You get it. And I want to pivot, if I can, to a huge, and I mean a absolutely huge problem that I am, you know me, y'all, I'm a Second Amendment advocate. I am a Second Amendment apologist. I have more firearms in this studio than most people have in their home. So I love me some right to bear arms. We have an issue with the current administration and with the potential of a Harris administration. So the devout socialist, Raphael Warnock, is a surrogate for the Harris campaign. And by the way, we mean surrogate, we mean a better speaker than her or more intelligent than her. That's surrogate now. Surrogate's such a nice way to say that. I don't see a lot of Trump surrogates. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Also be, in your opinion, supporting a mandatory gun buyback program?
Okay, let's stop there, Welker. Just so we're very, very clear, the government cannot buy back any of my firearms because they never owned any of my firearms. It's this overarching nudge in de-evolution into the notion and acceptance that everything that we have is because the government allowed us to have it. That's not freedom. Not freedom at all. It's like the decompression session we had on Friday talking about taxes. Say, no. Even the house you own, yeah, you got to pay us to be there. Yeah, that's just ours. We can take it whenever we want. I absolutely hate that buyback program. Call it a confiscation program. Call it a confiscation with gift card. Call it that.
Listen, we're not going to be able to get where we need to go without action in Congress. We've got to pass some laws to deal with this. Now, I was heartened by the fact that 2 years ago, we finally did a gun safety law.
And gun violence is up since then. Fantastic.
The Safer Communities Act.
Oh, it worked.
And it was the first gun safety law we passed in 30 years. 30 years. And
because never mind.
It was modest, but it did save lives. But clearly, in the wake of what happened just the other day in Winder, Georgia, it's not enough. And why
aren't we talking about that anymore? Anyone? Anybody? Why aren't we talking about that? Oh yeah.
Least we can do is move forward on the bipartisan spaces where ordinary people agree. Clearly, there's a disconnect between what the people, the American people, want. Okay. And what they're able to get out of their government. Again, 87% of Americans believe in background checks, and yet
87% of people believe in background checks. 100% of people should believe in background checks. You know why? Because we have background checks. Law-abiding citizens do background checks. We do. We have to. We can't get a firearm from a store any other way. I buy them from my friends and do a background check, but that will not do anything. 87%. I want to know, by the way, where the 13% is. The 13% like, nah, background checks, I don't think we need them. Yeah, kind of thing. Maybe. But you look at this. I mean, how many migrants have guns right now? Migrants have guns. A lot of them. Ask Aurora, Colorado, how many migrants have guns. Yeah. Universal background checks, is it going to fix anything? No, it's not going to fix. Buyback program? You're not going to fix anything. All right, here we go. Raphael Warnock, sir.
Yet I hear politicians say that it's not guns who kill people, it's people who kill people.
That's pretty damn accurate, I would say, right? It's not firearms to kill people. It's people to kill people. I mean, I do understand the firearm helps. Again, we're going to talk like grown-ups here. You know, I mean, it's really hard to kill somebody who's going bang. Yeah, it doesn't work. But knives and bats kill more people than guns every year. Facts.
And yet we don't even want to know who those people are. We won't even
Ooh,
support.
Senator, just yes or no, though.
Get it, Kristen. Get it, Kristen. By the way, she's gone off the rails too. She's doing the same crap. She's trying to save her job by being as wacko off the left as she can be. But this is a pretty solid question. And of course, the socialist preacher man doesn't answer.
So should she support the mandatory buyback program? Just a yes or no.
Listen, look. As a pastor, I've done buyback programs. You can.
What, now they belong to the church at one point? And the church is gonna buy them back? What'd you do with all those guns, Raffi?
Pick this issue or that issue.
And I apologize to call Raffi. Sorry, attorney at law. I'll call him Raphael just to stay away from that. Sorry, buddy. Get back to your billboards.
But I think that again, there's not one single thing that will make all of this go away.
Sir, you've been a senator for a hot minute. What'd you done? Huh? What'd you do? Safer Communities Act. Nope. Didn't work. What else you done? What else you did? You gonna talk about women's reproductive rights too while you're there? You gonna talk about that? Because you've done nothing. You haven't done jack and or squat. Yeah. Buyback and use against us. I'm not denying that, Rhonda. Jeez. I really don't have to. Remember Joe Biden said that. So then what happened was right here. This is the other side of that. Check this out.
On my room right there, I'm like, yo, somebody's trying to come through my window. So my mom immediately acted on it.
He was like hanging on her window. So I just told
there literally was some dude crawling into their window. So, I dare you. Well, go ahead.
I'm like, I have a gun, I'm gonna shoot. And he just didn't.
Yes, he said, I have a gun. Look, I'm gonna shoot. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here.
Stop. So I fired a warning shot. I didn't even know that he got hit.
That's until police are.
Okay, by the way, that's a discussion that we need to have. I fired a warning shot. I don't know if it hit him or not. That's not a warning shot. And if you're gonna shoot in your house, there are no warning shots. None.
Arrived on East 69th near Oglesby, where they found the 36-year-old suspect shot in the leg. He was taken to the hospital in fair condition. His life spared, but now armed with what the family hopes is a hard-learned lesson.
Next time you think about coming through somebody's window, you just remember how that bullet felt.
Yeah, you better think about it. Hold on. This story takes a very, very weird turn here. Just hang on here. But I like her attitude. You try to come up in my window. You picking the wrong window. I'll tell you that much. Here you go. Here we go.
The mother is now hoping to move soon, especially.
All right. She's hoping to move soon. Smart. Okay, because you're in the wrong neighborhood. Ready?
Since she says police confiscated her gun tonight.
So after all that, she lawfully defends her home. The police take the only defense she has and says, now go home. You tell me. You tell me. That is absolute lunacy. I understand that it was used in injuring somebody and they got to investigate the thing, but to strip her of her Second Amendment rights, all this is a commercial for, well, A, taking firearm safety classes, B, not climbing in somebody's window. Okay. C, have more than one firearm. I will use this video anytime someone asks me why I need more than one firearm. This is why. Because if some slappy breaks into my house and I cap him, cops got to take my gun because it's an investigation. I got some more. It's okay. In case another slappy wants to mess around and find out. Unbelievable. You have to fear any local, state, federal government that wants to disarm its citizenry. History over and over and over again shows us this. This is where the rubber meets the road, and it's only going to get worse. All right, Truman, I'm going to throw you on here, buddy. Let's see what we got. This is get to spectacles on here. So here we go, bud. There we go. All right. You should exhibit at Crossroads. Oh, really? Okay. You could not leave the show with your firearm purchase. The seller and the buyer had to take the piece over the window to initiate the paperwork and the background check. Have not purchased online ever, in which I do not go through a background check and waiting period. That's right. Joe Criminal is never affected by that. Amen, brother. Preach, preach, preach. I also listened to a portion of the back the other night. We listed all of the recent mass shooters had all been flagged by the FBI. Exactly. That's it. I mean, he's not. I posted something on I think over the weekend that was if you knew something nefarious was going to happen, would you do anything about it? The interviewee said absolutely not. And they said, "Welcome to the FBI. Congratulations, you're hired." All of them. All these shooters we're talking about, y'all. There's oh no, we knew nothing about that 3 days later. Well, we did stop by the house. If the feds stop by your house, you're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong. Let's move on. Thanks for hanging out. This is in other news. Your decompression session is just moments away, but let's see what is up in the world of we hate free speech.
Let me ask you about something we posted on NBC about a month ago, written by David Ingram here. The headline says, Elon Musk's misleading election claims accrue 1.2 billion views on X. False or misleading claims about the U.S. election that Elon Musk has posted to X have generated nearly 1.2 billion views, according to an analysis published Thursday by the nonprofit Center for Countering Digital Hate.
Center for Countering Digital Hate, the nonprofit. So it's nonprofit. So it's got to be, it's reputable. If it's nonprofit, do you know how many nonprofits I know that have, 6-figure payrolls all the way up the line? Don't give me this crap.
Researchers from the center say they identified 50 instances this year when Musk posted election claims that have been...
Ready? Researchers from the center said they've identified 50 entire instances this year Musk posted election claims that have been debunked by who?
Debunked by independent fact checkers that spread widely on the app.
Been debunked by independent fact checkers. So this is a news organization, whether you like it or not. This is NBC News. NBC News is claiming that 1.2 billion viewers on X have seen what independent fact checkers, not what NBC News fact checkers, if they said by MSNBC News fact checkers or by NBC fact checkers, okay, I'm going to say, well, all right, you got a couple on the payroll, maybe independent fact checkers. Some slappy in his mom's basement. Okay.
Anyway, again, no surprise to you, but he actually controls the algorithm.
By the way, thank you for saying that, Brendan. Actually, Donald Trump eliminated the NFL's 501c3. I don't know if it's 501c3 status. Yeah, they don't have a tax exempt status anymore. That's why tickets cost so much.
Yeah. People have said ever since Elon Musk has taken...
He said, I got to go back to this because I'm sorry. I was talking over what he said.
People have said ever since Elon Musk has taken over. Again, no surprise to you, but he actually controls the algorithms.
He does not control the algorithms. Holy mackerel. That's like saying that the CEO of NBC controls what you say, you bozo. That is not... Elon Musk does not control the algorithms, you nerd.
People have said ever since Elon Musk has taken over, certain people's accounts don't get amplified, other things do.
What, you first timer, buddy? We've been dealing with that for years.
This is a guy who said he wanted to own X to make it a town square, to make it a public square where voices were not squelched.
He did.
Now it's being used for exactly the things you wrote a book about that almost wrecked some of our elections.
What? So the critical element in thinking about Elon Musk is, like any American, he has a right to his own opinion, and he has a right to express his opinion. However, that right is not unlimited, and he is under some special limitations that wouldn't apply to normal people because his companies, specifically Starlink and SpaceX, are government contractors. And as such, he has obligations to the government that would, for any normal person, and should for him, require him to moderate his speech in the interest of national security.
Son of a biscuit. No. This is dangerous, y'all. This is not Republican, Democrat. This is dangerous. When a news outlet can say, just make crap up all the way through, and we've seen it a bunch, I understand that. But I mean, we're reaching critical mass here. So when a expert on cable news can say that because Elon Musk owns X and SpaceX and Tesla or whatever he's getting government subsidies for, that he has an obligation to moderate his First Amendment rights? Please. I mean, you can't, there is not one change you have to make constitutionally and a change you have to accept with your rights as a free citizen of the United States of America when you do business with the government. Now, the government can say, hey, listen, we're not going to, give Mike Russell Incorporated a tax break next year if he doesn't demand that all of his staff gets vaxxed. You can do that. They did it. If you want to be a government contractor, you have to mandate vaccines. That was a government thing, and a horrible, horrifying, terrible, terrible thing, an un-American as it gets thing, but it's the Biden administration. That's what they did. But to say that the owner, CEO, has to moderate his speech because he's the only company that's smart enough and successful enough to go save 2 astronauts that are currently residing on the International Space Station because Boeing screwed it up, has to moderate his speech? No. That's just dangerous and absolute foolishness. Absolute foolishness. And Elon Musk did that. He's like, dude, everybody can say what they want here. It's fine. Unless you guys are inciting violence or encouraging violence on another person or group or whatever, then say what you want. Because understand, prior to Elon, when it was Twitter, I think the Ayatollah, I think that these terror groups had accounts and they could say whatever they want. But Nancy up the road, who's 85 and just learned how to use Twitter and is having the time of her life about it, says something about a Democrat, that needs to be shut down. Absolute lunacy. And to think that if you work with the government, now you have to get rid of your rights. Nonsense. You named your dog Elon, God love you. I think Elon's going to be a very, very popular name for babies soon enough. All right, shall we, kids? Let's play it. Let's go decompression session. Of course, my man JP Spears did a mashup of Kamala and Tampon Timmy's interview that they did. This is just comedic genius, and I love it. This trolling is fantastic. Here's my man. Enjoy your decompression session right here in the news, please.
Right now.
And that's not going to change.
You kind of have a drinking problem.
I recognize the problem.
Well, fair enough. Okay, we're live. Kamala Harris, welcome. And I see you brought your emotional support dog with you today, which is great. Before I came in, your campaign staff out there gave me this list of really great softball questions that I'm allowed to ask. Help stay true to the spirit of journalism, so thanks for that. But I might stray from the list just a tiny little bit. Now, I think you'd agree this is an intense election. Like recently, your political opponent, President Trump, was almost assassinated. And I am sure y'all at the White House are working tirelessly to find out who orchestrated this whole thing. Y'all have any leads about who did it?
We did it.
What? Who did?
Joe Biden and I, to be honest.
Really? He was shot.
I'll say that that's good work.
Oh, that's... wow, I can't believe it. Do you feel any remorse?
No, not at all.
Oh.
There's more to do, but that's good work.
Wait, so you would try it again?
Yes, I would.
Seriously?
I would. I think...
Well, obviously, the guy you used on the first try wasn't successful. So who would you use on the next attempt?
No one in particular.
But I'm sure you've discussed who it might be. Did you talk to Hillary? She have anything to say about it?
Oh, she had a lot to talk about. She had a lot.
Of course she did. When did you talk to her?
It was a Sunday.
Good God, that's even more demonic. Tim, are you on board with all this?
I think people know who I am.
Yeah, they do. You guys could go to prison for this.
Next question, please.
Yeah.
No, seriously, this is a major crime. This is a big deal. One more question on this, please. All right, your resting bitch face tells me you really want to move on, so we shall. Let's talk about moving forward. You make a lot of great promises about what you'll do if you get into office. But you've been in office for almost 4 years, and most things have objectively gotten much worse. The border, crime, inflation, it's pretty bad. How could you let this happen?
In large part, all of that because of mismanagement.
Yeah. I guess that would be it.
That is the reality of it. And 4 years of being vice president.
But I'd like to imagine how you will do things has no correlation to how you've always done things. So if you do win this definitely not rigged election, what would you do specifically to fix all the problems in our country?
Let me be very clear.
Mm-hmm.
When we do what we have done, I believe it is very important that we take seriously what we must do and how it does so matters. And to do that, we can do what we have accomplished thus far. But I will say this. So I'm very clear about where I stand. My values have not changed. I kept my word and I will keep my word. When we do what we did, which is part of the American dream.
It sounds like a very well thought out strategy. If you win, will that be like a bill you sign or something?
I will make sure that it comes to my desk and I would sign it.
Very good. Now that we clearly understand how exactly you'll turn the country around. Tim, I forgot you were alive over there, buddy. As governor, the accomplishment you're most known for is getting tampons into all the boys' restrooms in schools.
We did it in Minnesota.
You sure did. And you did it when nobody else wanted to. People were saying things like, it's unnecessary or it's a stupid idea. But you knew the importance of it. And presumably, this came from your positive exposure to tampons during your formative years as a boy. What did it mean to you when you put your first tampon in?
It was just such a visceral, emotional moment
Oh
that I'm grateful I got to experience it.
I think history is going to show that in so many ways it was transformative.
Yes, I think we're all touched by Tim's bravery around tampons. But now let's close with some rapid fire questions. Kamala, who's the biggest dipshit you've ever known?
Well, my first thought was not about me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, no, I meant the biggest dipshit you've ever known, aside from yourself.
I have served with President Biden for almost 4 years now.
Right. Now, you've known the Obamas for a while now. Did Michael confide in you when he wanted to transition to being a Michelle?
And the phone rang, and he told me what he had decided to do. And
so bad.
I asked him, "Are you sure?"
What'd he say?
And he said, "Yes."
Fantastic. Now, Madam Vice President, on the monitor, you can see you in the process of sleeping your way to the top by way of a photograph of you with Montel Williams and another side girl. Have you seen this photograph before?
But I did see that photograph, and I was deeply touched by it.
The left criticizes Trump for sleeping with side girls, but you are a side girl running for the same presidency. How does that feel?
It's very humbling. It's very humbling in many ways.
Do you have any morals?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Fair enough. Kamala and Tim, you both come across so well on camera. Fantastic, actually. Thank you for taking the time to sit down and just be so interesting.
Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you.
What? Tim Walz is thanking me? What an honor. You know what, Tim? You're welcome. And thank you for all your service overseas.
Oh, I love JP. That was savage. That was absolutely brutal. I love it. Wow. Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank you all for hanging out. And once again, if you all could, I just comment on this and let me know what you get, any critiques that you have, and we'll make some changes. I think we might tweak just a little bit, but Queen Bee did an amazing job there. And I just I appreciate you guys hanging out today. We'll do this again tomorrow right here on In Other News. Have a great day, everyone.